You got to be mentally tough, and you better be prepared to do what it takes to win a championship. And that's what Tark and them used to always tell us. If y'all want to win a championship, we're going to have to practice 4 hours, 2.5 hours going to be on defense. Y'all not going to like it, but the results, it's going to be fruitful. We was young kids, student athletes, and a lot of people forget all about that.
Yep.
To them, we was villains.
Yeah.
Neighborhood guys, bullies, thugs, you know, but we still winning.
Yo, what's up? I'm Baron Davis. I'm your host for Raiders Talk of the Nation, and I'm here with Las Vegas legends, pioneers, game changers. Stacey Augmon, 1990 national champions, UNLV, and my main man, Anderson Hunt from the 90 UNLV squad. We happy to have you.
Man, it's a pleasure for me to be here, man. It's my first time meeting you. I love the Raiders. I love you.
This is great for me because I spent my childhood watching y'all while y'all was in college. There was a channel called Channel 56 in L.A., and I couldn't get it. So you had to have the pliers, and you had to have the U channel.
You got to fix the antennas now. You got to fix them.
But my grandmother, she would, lights go off at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and y'all would come on late night. And so I just take the cover and put it over the TV, man, and watch y'all play. Talk about going to college, UNLV, Tark, what was that like?
Coming out of Pasadena, California,
Yep.
Of course, I'm on the West Coast guy.
Yep.
I didn't want to go back east, so I wanted to stay towards the West. So UNLV, Coach Tark, Coach Gerg, they did a great job of recruiting me. They were up there like every week. I don't know if that was illegal back then, but Coach Gerg was always there. One thing about just playing for Coach Tark, and from the start, he was, honest. He kind of followed through. He believed in what I believed in, and that's just being honest, and that's just being down, we should say, and just loyal.
Yeah.
And ever since day one, Coach always preached loyalty, and that's what he preached to all the kids, all the players, and we all have it. So, and then
Did y'all know each other before y'all got to school?
No, I used to read about them cats. It was Stace, Lloyd Daniels, who else? Bunch of 86 guys. I'm 87. So I'm like, who was this guy? He going to Vegas. So anyway, I'm like, okay. I watched Freddie and Mark Wade and them play. Yep. So I'm like, man, I'm going there. Freddie shooting every time. I'm shooting I'm going there. But playing for Coach Tark, he was a player's coach. As long as you went to class and played defense, you can get anything you want. And Tark, he preached loyalty. And then Tark loved the hood.
Yeah.
So, that's what it really attracted me to him.
The hood, I'm a kid from a hood, so I was like, man, this is like the dream team of how you get down and how you hoop. And then looking at, fast forward to Vegas with, now it's like Vegas sports and entertainment capital of the world. Talk about Vegas back then, when making that run. What was Vegas like back in the 90s?
First of all, we was the only show in town.
Yeah.
And we talk about it was the hardest ticket to get. Even though they still had the shows on the strip.
Yeah.
UNLV Runnin Rebel basketball was the hardest ticket to get, and it was at its high price. We put on a great show, and I say great show now. I didn't say it then because as a kid playing, you just played. You didn't understand it, we had the best show in town.
Yeah, it was rock stars, We land in the city, especially at Cali, LAX. They right there. We go to the hotel,
fans.
they right
there. Y'all got
there.
real fans on the road.
It was an experience. We was young and didn't know the situation at the time. We were surrounded by greatness.
Yeah.
Coach Tark, Gerg, Cleveland Edwards.
Yeah.
We had Hall of Fame coaches.
You guys are the pioneers. Talk about just coming back to Vegas and what that feel like.
Yeah, I love it, man. Every time you get a chance to come back to Vegas, it's a pleasure for me. This is my second home.
Yeah.
They believed in me out
You
here.
built the legacy.
So, I'm with it every time.
Growing up in Pasadena, Raider fan. You a lifelong Raider fan. What is your Raider vibe and connection?
It was hardcore from the start.
Yeah.
Being Pasadena, Raiders was right there, and going out to the stadium, I was always I was always into something at that time. And I was a young kid, so going down there, it was cracking down there. Definitely, it was like you wear a different jersey. Hey, it's old. You know what I'm saying? We didn't play that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm hardcore. And ever since then, it hasn't changed. You know, I've been a Raider fan since day one. For me, remember being out of Pasadena, and you know, it's just some pictures they've been showing with. You know, I was in college. We rocked the Raiders hat and rocked the jersey, and that was back then.
That's
and
great.
It's even now. You see, I'm rocking these.
Yeah,
you see, I'm rocking these, baby.
I'm like, yeah,
beat them out.
Yeah, those cold.
I'm cold.
Hey, I'm true to this, man.
Man,
I'm true to this.
You walked in, and I'm like, man, how you get these?
Yeah,
those fire.
Yeah, peep me.
But Anderson, talk about your love for Vegas. I know you from Detroit.
I was a Raider fan when they had Stabler. So, you know, then when Plunkett won it, you know, I said, okay,
come
let's
on,
go.
You going back over?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then my man Marcus Allen, that's my man. So
well, talk to him then. Talk to him.
Know,
let the nation know.
Yeah, I remember that 80s Super Bowl when they whooped up on Philly.
Yep.
Yeah, so, you know, I've been a Raiders fan. I just used to hate it when they used to go up against the Steelers.
Y'all got a documentary.
It's called The Kings of Vegas. Use it as real. The Kings of Vegas. It speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? But there's been stories told about us. You know, told about our team, told about Coach Tark. This documentary it's a story that's told, but it's told by us. It's told by the players. You know what we went through. This is not he say, she say, third party stuff. This is things that we went through, how we felt at the time. Us against the world majority of the time, and that's how we felt. That's how we played. And all we had was us and the coaching staff. You know, along with City of Las Vegas. And, you know, some of the stuff that you see in the documentary, and then the main things that probably would stick in your head is that it was always us as the villains. You know, us as the bad guy, us as the hood guys. You know, majority is true. Yeah, that's where we come from. That's how we grew up. But at the end of the day, we were still young kids, you know, just trying to make a better life, just trying to better ourselves, try to take care of our family at some point, you know. So that's just the story.
Highly intelligent too,
but very intelligent.
Highly intelligent, like high basketball IQ, right? Like the entire team, like you watching basketball, like at its peak, the way y'all was getting down, because basketball is both thinking man's game, is gritty. You got to be a dog, and you got to figure out how to do all that. Right? Hey, y'all exemplified that, right? Y'all exemplified, like, this is basketball, right? And then the bad boy, like, I think the bad boy image came because that's how y'all was beating up on people.
But you know one thing, we embraced it, though. You'll see in the documentary, hey, okay, we the bad guys. We're going to take that. You know, you see it was Snoop in our documentary. They're going to take it. And we're going to run with it.
Yeah.
We're going to take it and we're going to run with it.
The UNLV bad boys having that kind of Raider DNA. Talk about.
Like I said, we embraced it, and some of us, I loved it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Being from Detroit, I'm like, let's go. Whoever we go up against, we go destroy them, because practice, we hated practice. I know I hated practice. We used to go at each other so much. So when we go against somebody else, it was like, it was like, let's get him.
Meanwhile, that was 3.5 hours for our practice, what he's talking about.
Man, y'all had Gerd. That had to be a 4-hour practice.
Man, 2 hours defense, 2.5 hour defense. I'm going to tell you a story, man.
Oh, here you go with this story.
Oh, man.
That got me
off guard.
It was a recruit trip, right? Dave Butler, Joe Jackals, Antoine Davidson, and Sean Kemp. We signed 3 of them. I'm like, damn, Sean, what's up? He said, no, y'all practice too hard. I'm like, damn.
2 hours of defense, that's wild.
White stuff coming from the side. Oh, man, it was.
Yeah, I used to get after it.
But all the fights and all the things that we did off the court,
it
just brought us closer. You know, it's like a little brother, big brother thing. You fight, you hug, you kiss each other, and we go out. You know what I'm saying?
That built trust.
The trust that we
that
gonna
trust
be there.
In that locker room is, just watching y'all go through, the first championship and the second year run. It's like, that take a lot of trust. Talk to me about the repeat, just like what y'all was going through, the Final Four. I know there was a lot of media attention. You had a bad game. I was
You
hurt.
know
I know
I ain't
y'all
gonna
hurt.
say that
I was
bad
hurt.
game. You know what? I was hurt. I'm crying like a baby
Crying
afterwards. You know what I'm
too.
saying?
Oh, yeah.
Crying like a baby. I can tell it now, though. You know what I'm saying? But I was hurt. Now, I didn't think the refs gave us a fair shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna blame the refs. I don't think it should have been that close.
Yeah.
I think that we're a better team than we played that day. It's NBA. It's the NCAA.
Yep.
It's one game. It's
Anybody.
one game only.
Yep.
And
Anybody.
anything can happen. But you know what? Hats off to them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You got to give them their dues. They won. And just like we beat them by the year before, they gave us our dues.
Yep.
They beat us the year after. It's just the respect that I have for basketball. Just know that that they beat us. Yeah.
That's why I wanted to address it, because people don't know how hard it is to win a championship, let alone do it again. And then for you guys, nobody challenged you all year. Or you had some challenges all year, but it was more so you had to play your best basketball game against yourself. Every
night.
time you go out there.
Every night. You got to be mentally tough, and you better be prepared to do what it takes to win a championship.
Yeah.
And that's what Tark and them used to always tell us. If y'all want to win a championship, we're going to have to practice 4 hours, 2.5 hours going to be on defense. Y'all not going to like it, but the results, it's going to be fruitful.
Yeah.
And like I said, we was young kids, student athletes, and a lot of people forget all about that.
Yeah.
But to them, we was villains.
Yeah.
Neighborhood guys, bullies, thugs, but we still winning. It was sometimes was hurtful, but once Tark instilled in us, it's us in this room against everybody, that's when everything started just clicking. We just started beating everybody, like annihilating them.
Which I was like poetry in motion, man. Yeah, it was like if your style of basketball, it don't exist no more.
Everybody had jobs.
You know what I mean?
It was my job to run on the wing and shoot. Stace did everything. Ray did everything. Dave and Mo rebounded and played defense. So everybody had a job.
You think about Coach Tark and the challenge he had, bringing all these alpha dogs from different neighborhoods, different states, and bring them all together and play like no other.
Yeah.
And that's a task in itself. We got to hats off to Coach Tark and what he did. And it's just not with our 90 team. Just being here at UNLV for the 4 years I was there. No, 5 years I was there. That was a Prop 48, yeah, what up? You know what I'm saying?
To get you on campus, right?
Yeah. Had to clear that one up. But I did graduate, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, those teams that was here, the players that are here at UNLV, a lot of us had second chances. The Tark with, we get the reputation, that guy has this, he has this going on, he has this neighborhood thing going on. A lot of coaches wouldn't touch with those guys, those kids, just on the he say, she say. But at the end of the day, Coach Tark was, I'm going to go see him. I'm going to go talk to him. Actually, I'm going to get to know him before I judge him. And he gave a lot of our guys a second chance. And we took off with him and ran with it. And that's just the belief and the trust that started from day one for all the players. It's not just us, and it's all of us.
You look back on your legacy and, winning the national championship and putting Las Vegas basketball on the map. How does that make you feel? What do you think?
Feels good because now we have all type of tournaments here, and that's because of us.
Yep.
You got Pac-12, everything is here. Then the NBA had tournaments here, Summer League. So that's all because of us. You couldn't even bet on us back in the day. So, it's an evolution, and we was part of it.
We're going into Allegiant, lighting the torch.
They are still widely acknowledged as the greatest college basketball team ever assembled after posting 35 wins and beating Duke 103-73 to capture the NCAA men's basketball title.
Just thankful somebody recognized it.
It's how I felt about the Raiders from day one as I've been a fan, lone life fan. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you need to know that, I've been a season ticket holder, since they've been in Vegas here. So I'm at every game.
Okay.
I'm at every guy. Just come up, do the back, then I leave. You know how I do. I don't like the tension. I don't need all the Stacey's in the house. I don't need none of that. I just here to watch and support. You know, I got a couple of friends on the coaching staff, you know, that I talk with a lot. But at the end of the day, it's an honor. You know, I never thought I would be able to do it with my teammates on the 90s team. You know, it's even feel better when not just me doing it.
Yeah,
I'm
doing it with your guys.
with my guys, with my family, with my brothers. You know what I'm saying? So it's an honor to me.
Y'all put Las Vegas sports from a basketball perspective on the map, and you look at, you know, years later, decades later, you know, your legacy and the legacy of that team still live on. Tell me your favorite Raider memory.
For me, it's the 80 championship.
Mine's going to be back in L.A. in the parking lot, you know, where it started tailgating, where it all started. Then going into the arena and seeing it packed and everyone just cheering and, you know, win or lose, that we was going to be a fan no matter what. The nation is there. The nation's going to be here. We ain't going nowhere.
Raider Nation, the 1990 NCAA National Champion, UNLV Runnin' Rebels.
You know, Coach Tark is a legend, Hall of Famer. Like, what did it mean playing for him? How was he, you know, both on and off the court?
We was just talking about this picture, legendary picture, and Tark telling me something. And I'm looking at Tark like, but Coach Tark, man, he was so emotional that some games he would write a play down, and me, Stacey, L, and Greg, we'd look at each other, and then look at Coach Gerg, and Coach Gerg would be like, and then we'll probably go out there and change the play. But Tark, man, he was a player's coach.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have played for any other coach in America. Dean Smith, John Thompson, anybody.
He was that guy.
He was that guy.
And what was the difference? Like, in practice is where he did most of his coaching, and in the game, what was it? He was just like an adjustment guy, or was he motivation, or?
Coach was very superstitious. Oh, my goodness.
Coach Tark, and I always say that me personally, you know, really believed in him.
Yeah.
You know, off the court, on the court, the trust I had in him was bar none. Also, but Coach Gerg also, when I believed in someone, they could tell me to run through a wall. I wouldn't question them at all. So when they were teaching how to play defense, they were teaching us how to shoot. I was sucking it all in and going out there trying to implement it on the court. His style was way before his time. People just thought we was running and jacking the ball up, but it was
System.
It was a system. It was definitely a system. It was system and madness. People thought it was madness, but it was organized. It was organized madness, we should say.
Well, I call it our artistic design. Because I always say, like, we as basketball players were more artists. We're more of the artist side of an athlete than an athlete, because a lot of other sports is very systematic, very structured. But when you take someone like Tark and say, okay, here's the system, but here's the talent, then you work in. You know what I mean? Then you can actually work in a dynamic way.
And then we get in and tweak it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And it all comes together.
What surprises you most about Vegas? If you had glasses and you could put the glasses on and be on your first day at campus and see Vegas, and then take the glasses off and look at Vegas now, what is the biggest difference?
We was talking about it. We would have had property. We would have bought some land.
A lot of bought some property on the strip, up the strip a little bit.
Hey, that was a good question, but yeah.
But it's
definitely night and day.
Yeah.
The city's been growing just tremendously. Like every year, you leave a couple years and you come back and there's 3 or 4 hotels, and 1, 2 knocked down, the other one's remodeled, the other one just standing there because some finance problem. But putting the glasses on, being at UNLV when I first got there, you know, it wasn't a lot of buildings there. We had one dorm building, of course.
That's crazy.
That was crazy now. Now it's dorm rooms everywhere. Of course, we all stayed off campus. Then we had our own little spots,
situation.
Our little situation at that time. But
y'all didn't have the gym either.
No, we
y'all didn't play in that gym.
Yes, we played in the Thomas and Mack. Thomas and Mack was there, but not the Minden-Hall.
Not the Minden-Hall
is new.
Yeah.
Mr. Minden, they
The
put
Cox
that up.
new. Yeah, that's new.
Cox new. All that. They have the athletic club over there. They have dorms.
They
have,
cracking.
When Stace was called, I'm like, Stace, they had catered food. I'm like, Stace, we ain't had none of this. He's like, man, it's because of us.
Yeah.
The campus has grown. Been overnight. They're doing a great job here in the state of Nevada, just raising money, getting the buildings, getting the funding. The city of Las Vegas behind it. The sports is still kind of the number one breadwinner on that. The football team is doing well. The football team is doing well now.
Hockey,
the
WNBA.
Don't forget about the golf and all that. It's on another level now. And we steady growing. The 80s here now. He's doing a great job. And Eric Harper and the president here. And they have a new coach, with Coach Pashner. And what they're doing here is special. So I just be ready for him. Be ready for UNLV, man. We back.
We appreciate y'all. Y'all pioneered this whole revolution, and I would know nothing about UNLV if it wasn't for y'all. And so shout out to you guys, man, for being on. Talking to us, Las Vegas legends, pioneers, the original Runnin' Rebels. Stacey Augmon, Anderson Hunt. We out.
Out.
Hey, your toes, bro.
I can't see everything. I'm going to give you some, but I can't give you everything.
He used to do that to me every day on the plane. Oh, gee, what's up, man?
Ah, man, I can't, man.